Hello everyone, I'm Kate Andrews and here's a look at what is going on this week in the news. When we begin from the Vatican, Pope Francis sent his prayers out to Paris during his Sunday Angelus. From Reports takes us to St. Peter's Square with more on the Pope's remarks.
During the Sunday Angelus prayer, Pope Francis condemned the terrorist attacks in Paris and expressed his closeness to the French people, particularly those who lost loved ones. The Pope also offered a pointed criticism of those who use violence in the name of religion.
Tanta barbarie ci lascia sgomenti e ci si chiede come possa il cuore dell'uomo ideare e realizzare eventi così orribili che hanno sconvolto non solo la Francia ma il mondo intero. Dinanzi a tali atti non si può non condannare l'inqualificabile affronto alla dignità della persona umana. Voglio riaffermare con vigore che la strada della violenza e dell'odio non risolve i problemi dell'umanità e che utilizzare il nome di Dio per giustificare questa strada è una bestemmia.
Moments before, the Pope explained that following God is the best way to survive through the difficult moments in life.
Anche ai nostri giorni non mancano calamità naturali e morali, e nemmeno avversità e traversie di ogni genere. Tutto passa, ci ricorda il Signore. Soltanto Lui, la Sua parola rimane come luce che guida, rinfranca i nostri passi e ci perdona sempre, perché è accanto a noi.
The Pope then led the thousands of pilgrims in St. Peter's Square as they recited a Hail Mary. He said, "We ask her to protect us and to watch over the beloved French nation."
And of course, U.S. Catholics are offering their condolences and prayers for the people of Paris following the November 13th attacks. The U.S. Catholic bishops also pledged their prayers for those killed and injured in France's capital. In Paris, at least 129 people were killed and more than 350 injured. A suicide bomber blew himself up outside a soccer stadium. Gunmen attacked customers at cafes and restaurants, and a team of terrorists gunned down dozens of people at a concert. In Boston, a Sunday morning mass at the Cathedral of the Holy Cross brought people together to pray for the victims and for peace. A message of condolence from Cardinal Sean O'Malley was read. New York Cardinal Timothy Dolan said he had contacted Cardinal André Vinctois of Paris to express the sympathy and solidarity of all New Yorkers at this terrible time. In news from Rome, the attacks on Paris now have major cities around the world examining their safety, including Rome. We have a look at how the Eternal City is preparing against terrorist threats.
Following the terrorist attack in Paris, the Islamic State announced they would target Washington, London, and Rome. As a result, the Italian government is studying how to further increase security. For now, security on roads and airports has been reinforced. An additional 2,500 security agents are patrolling the capital, in addition to 700 soldiers. Rome is considered one of the most vulnerable cities. The Jubilee of Mercy will begin on December 8th and is expected to attract millions of pilgrims over the coming months. Controlling such a large number of people presents a major challenge for security forces. The Vatican is particularly vulnerable because of its symbolic value.
Are you scared?
Yeah, a little bit. But you can't stop doing things. You got to continue doing what you need to do.
We did think about it, but we felt safe enough, I think, coming to Rome.
Italian and Vatican police are coordinating efforts to protect St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican from any threats. The police have also strengthened security in the streets and at key landmarks in the city, such as its 2 airports and the metro. After the attacks in Paris, the Italian government raised its security alerts to the nearly highest level. Some are particularly concerned about one major target, Pope Francis himself.
And finally in the news, Pope Francis will visit Rome's synagogue January 17th. He will also meet with the city's Jewish community. His Holiness was invited by Rome's chief rabbi, Riccardo de Segni. He will be the third pope to visit the synagogue. The visit falls on Italy's annual Day for Christian-Jewish Dialogue. It's a day that's been observed for more than 20 years in Italy to reflect on relations between Catholics and Jews and recall the Jewish roots of the Christian faith. Pope Francis has made interreligious dialogue and relations with Jews a priority in his pontificate. As the Archbishop of Buenos Aires, Argentina, the then Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio co-authored a book on heaven and earth with his friend Argentine Rabbi Abraham Skorka. The collection of their frank conversations about themes of great concern was meant to be a living example of what dialogue entailed. They also recorded 31 televised discussions about current topics of social and religious interest in Argentina. Well, that's going to do it for news. I'm Kate Andrews. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic News Break right here on the Catholic TV Network.